So if you haven't already heard or you already know, YouTube beats TV and all streaming services. So this came out in March 25th, 2025, but I think it's something that most of us already know. But it's also something that's very interesting and I would say very scary for all the other competitors out there. So if you look here in February 2025, that bar on top is YouTube. This is Nielsen's aggregated view of total TV usage, and YouTube is the biggest, 11.6%. Behind that is Disney at 10%. Then we have Fox at 8.3%, Netflix 8.2%. And then we have all these other streaming services below it. And well, this is a big deal because people are watching YouTube not only on the mobile devices, but on TV specifically. And that is up by 53% versus 2 years ago in February of 2023. That is absolutely insane. And for anybody who's still just watching normal TV, I don't think that's anywhere on here because most people are watching things on the internet, whether through streaming services or channels like YouTube and other platforms. And well, I don't really have to explain why YouTube is so popular. I myself is on YouTube. You're watching this on YouTube. I really do love YouTube despite a lot of its problems, and mainly because, well, you basically get to choose what you want to watch for the most part. I know most of YouTube and other platforms are moving towards just showing you feeds and they kind of control what you see. But at least right now, if there's anything that I want to watch for any purpose, whether it's entertainment, education, anything, it's going to be here on YouTube. And I don't see that just changing anytime soon. And many companies have tried, including big companies like Microsoft, Facebook, Amazon, but none of them come even close to what YouTube has done. And there's other platforms like Rumble, which I'm also on. I really do enjoy Rumble. However, when it comes to getting exposure, getting views, all those things, YouTube is the top platform. And now it is just the top whenever it comes to just thinking about TV. Before, back in the day, when you think about TV, it was just watching normal TV, and then that changed to streaming, and now we changed to YouTube. So I think in the future, very similar to whenever people think about search, think about just Google. Whenever people think about TV, they're going to think about YouTube. And in some cases, that might be a good thing for some people, especially if you are making a living on YouTube. But in other cases, it might be a very bad thing because that means there's going to be less competition and more of a monopoly, especially with Google just being absolutely everywhere. And so, yeah, that is basically where we're at. And the future looks bright for YouTube. But I do hope that other platforms step up, and other platforms gain more traction. I myself would love for Rumble to continue to grow and offer an alternative. But it's always nice to see that, new technologies, which is really not new anymore for YouTube, but it just really changes people's viewing habits all around the world. And hopefully it'll still give us more choice in the future versus being eventually like normal TV, which I don't think anybody wants to go back to. So if you actually had any thoughts on this, be sure to leave in the comments area below, and I'll see you on another episode.